one hit point. Oh, Jesus.
Even I'm afraid. I just killed a god. I didn't kill a god, I killed a friend god.
No. Now, we pick our way toward our fates. Unleashed.
Okay.
You have my sword. My fealty. Do what you must. Then we fly this foul place.
Okay, help. I need everyone help.
Stone got touched. Somebody else touched him.
Everyone got touched. Everyone got touched.
Yeah, I'm being followed by my little fire fella, so. Yeah.
I got one too.
Yeah, I don't know where was yours. I looked around
On
trying
the
to
other
find
side.
him. I couldn't. I looked around trying to find him, but my blind ass couldn't see.
Where's Kethrick's body?
Is that blood? No.
Rip it out of his heart. I said rip it, not cut.
I'm a rogue, bro. I gotta be some sort of efficient with this shit, alright?
Energy radiates.
Oh, what's up, Guardian? You've never showed up in the real world before. What's up?
The picture comes together. The absolute is
How
neither
do-
god nor man. It is the elder brain you saw, held here by those three against its will. The crown it wears controls it, and these stones control the crown. It has been dominated. To master an elder brain, to subdue it. Our enemies are formidable. A temporary reprieve, but a welcome one. With a brain on its way to the city, its influence here is weakened. The crown's marking suggest it was forged in Netheril, an ancient empire whose mastery over magic rivaled that of the gods. It is a crown of domination. The stones were taken from its crest. They are nether stones, imbued with the ability to control the wearer of the crown. The crown's Netherese magic must be the true source of the parasite's abilities. This must be what elevates their potential. And it must be the reason nobody could heal you. If the crown can do this to the parasite, I dare not imagine what it is doing to the brain. One of them I know, Lord Enver Gortash, an arms dealer and a slaver. A worshipper of Bane, the god of tyranny. The other is a mystery to me, but the way she spoke, it is most likely she follows Baal, god of murder.
I mean, look at what she's wearing.
Ketherick was a follower of Merkel, which means the Absolute is a front for the gods of death, and our enemies are the chosen of the dead three. Bane, Baal, and Merkel. The tyrant, the assassin, and the necromancer. They are known to pick from their most devout followers a chosen, granting them incredible powers. Each one alone would be a formidable enemy. But working together and controlling an elder brain, I dare not imagine what they might achieve. Hope is a luxury for those who have a choice. This is the battle of our lives, and the lives of everyone in Faerun. The army of the Absolute is marching on Baldur's Gate. Within the city, an elder brain, brimming with power, ready to turn everyone within its reach into mind flayers. All it needs is an order. An order the Death God's chosen are on the cusp of giving. We must wrest control of the brain from the Chosen before that happens. We must take their stones. Our chances of success are slim, but we must not fail. If we fail, everything ends.
Come here, it's someplace I need to be below 30
I will be
minutes.
your shield, but you must be the sword. And when the chance comes to strike, you must take it, for there may only be one chance.
Okay, what did he have?
Let me.
Papa, I love you. Love from is. Oh. Kethric's hammer, supply pack, Kethric's shields, Reaper's embrace. This man's naked. He's now naked. I took all of his armor. God damn, he was jacked.
I
You
guess
ready?
I'm good.
Alright. We're all at like one fucking hit point. We're so cooked.
It's scary. Oh, I still gotta come through my phone.
Hello?
Okay, let me go. I still
Oh, we got put in camp. Did we finish Act 2 already? Is that what happened?
Let's see.
Look at
Yeah.
Thora!
I'm loading. Where is Mintara?
She's on the throne!
Oh Lord, have mercy on us.
I will never tire of sitting on dead men's thrones.
Why is my elemental not here?
Yes. Although I wish we had collaborated on the killing itself.
Sorry,
But
Minthara.
I will satisfy my war lust soon, for there are greater challenges than Ketheric ahead of us. It is clear now.
I would have grabbed her
that
if
he
I
was
knew we
not
couldn't have
working
gone to camp.
alone. During my time in the cult, I came to know one of his co-conspirators all too well. Baal's bloodletter. Orin. To think, I thought her to be speaking for the Absolute. I worshipped that woman. Jealous? You needn't be. When Orin is in my hands, her agony will nourish me. She is the Iblis who indoctrinated me with the Absolute's lies. She
Oh.
is fierce, vicious, and cruel. In those respects, we are alike. But she is dangerously unpredictable. If there is a way to turn this design towards slaughter, rather than control, she will take it. She is the one who brought me to Moonrise, and into the presence of her so-called god. The Absolute. Now I know that those memories are lies. There was no god. Orin held me down in a cocoon of flesh, while a mind flayer forced a parasite into my brain. And she laughed at my fear. I will find her. I will murder her. And I will smile.
Hey. Okay.
It is as if you read my mind. Perhaps you did. In killing Ketheric, we fractured the cult's leadership. When we break the other Chosen and claim their Netherstones, we can take control. In the long history of these realms, few people have attempted anything so bold. What I propose is nigh on impossible, but if anyone can succeed, it is us. We have the prism, and we have the courage to slay gods. We may fail, but we must try. The power of the enslaved Elder Brain could reshape the world. We could reshape the world. And then we will need no gods. We will be their equal. We will be absolute.
Okay, I
We
don't
have a
know.
purpose and a bond. By my oath, I will fight with you while that purpose holds. There is yet one thing about you that troubles me, though. Something I need you to explain.
You chose to incapacitate me rather than killing me.
Oh, you
when
do
you
remember.
eradicated my minions. Why?
Because I wanted you in the party, that's why.
So might any other true soul. And yet Gut and Ragslin do not stand with us under your protection. Sparing an enemy's life is a great risk. Even though I owe my life to the part of you that showed me mercy, it concerns me. If Ketherick had ordered me to slay you to prove my worth, I would have. Or died trying. I should not lose myself in these thoughts of what might have been. I live. And I am grateful. I do have one more question, though, before we continue.
Why come to Moonrise, where the cult's power is strongest? Why not walk away?
Cause mama didn't raise no bitch.
True. But do not lose yourself to despair and fatalism. They tried to make victims of us. But we can take this opportunity to become gods. Now, I am ready to leave this damned place whenever you give the word. The city awaits.
Your party is full. Did you think I would not notice?
Surviving. Nathaniel.
There'll be plenty of dead.
Oh shit, this dude's up.
On to the horizon. When Duke Elton formed the
I'm
Flaming
gonna give this
Fist,
poor man a shirt.
he sought out people
Probably
of
cold.
courage and honor to fill its ranks.
Look at his ass, he's sweaty.
You saved Daniel, lifted the curse, and killed an immortal.
So, still,
It's safe to say,
this man like
you'd
a
have been recruited
thin ass
in an
tank
instant.
top.
Gruff and intimidating. But he had the courage of 10 men and the love for Baldur's Gate few could match. I don't know if this Duke Ravengard is the same, but I will say this. The Flaming Fist are the cornerstone of the city, and the Dukes are its foundation. I hope you can save him, for the good of Baldur's Gate. Thank you, but look at me. I am a relic, a glimpse of history barely strong enough to stand on his own 2
Yeah, but I
feet.
still want you around.
Besides,
You're interesting.
Nathaniel should have someone here when he wakes up. It's the least I can do. You too, my friend. Thank you. From Nathaniel and I.
What was it like in there?
In the curse. More horrible than you can imagine.
Try me.
Like how no one's questioning the fire elemental that we're just
would have
casually coming with
words
us.
you.
I had a feeling they were
Aelin!
lovers, just by the way she talked about her.
Isabel. My love. You were dead. I saw your body. I'm here. And so are you. And my father, he can't hurt us any longer. I dreamt every night that you'd come back to me. But somehow it was all a nightmare Dawn would undo. I had no dreams at all. Nothing but darkness. And when I woke, my father said you were dead. His soul was poisoned by the god of death. His sick devotion ruined him. But for all his sins, he brought you
Hey,
back to me.
W.
Are you all right?
Oh, whoa. Okay. You guys
I
go
will
upstairs.
be.
I'm pretty sure there's a bed up there.
And you? Ah, there you are. This
Jesus,
is Aelin.
Jahara is bruised the fuck up.
Aelin, this is... Oh, but we have met. This is the soldier that freed me most valiantly from the Shadowfell. They watched my boot crush the very brain of villainy, and fought well against your changed father. May he rest in peace at last, now that he's dead. I have more to thank you for than I knew. And we have much to discuss. Perhaps we could join you in your camp later?
We already knew this. But I'll ask
I am.
anyways.
And I'm glad he's dead. But this is precisely what I want to speak to you about later. It'll keep. I promise. Very good. We look forward to it.
God, our camp
Now,
is so
you will
cramped.
leave us. We must take succor in one another's bodies and words. Aelin! We'll see you later.
Bye. Have fun.
Thanks.
Pause?
I would have words.
Withers!
No face left behind.
What to do? That's still the case.
A curse lifted. The dead three allied once more. But there are depths to this alliance yet unplumbed. Consider, mortal. Do illithids possess souls? No. Nor canst thou count mind flayers among them. Yet, the three amass an illithid army void of apostolic souls that could imbue them with power. A flock without souls, yet to what end, mortal? This is the question thou must come to answer. Until such time, be availed of my services. Where matters of balance are concerned, I am eternally cold. No.
I knew he was gonna say that.
Yes, Bane, Lord of Darkness, Baal, Lord of Murder, Merkel, Lord of Bones. Once judged, ascended, then vanquished as one, and as three. The alliance is reforged, mortal. The plains thus quake, and the gods shudder.
That's still the case.
Okay, there. anyone else we can talk to. Oh.
You're here. Good. That's good. Me? Oh, I'm fine. I'm just worried about the kids. Maula's still missing, and they haven't taken it too well. I've been trying to cheer them up. We're writing a song together. But I think they're just humoring me.
Jesus.
Maybe. I'd love to put on a show just for them. But it's boring if I'm the only one playing. I need
I was
another
a bard.
Maybe I'll find one in the city. Until then, the kids and I shall work on our masterpiece.
Back in Last Light, I was racking my brains. How the hells do we get past the curse? And then, a blinding light cuts through the darkness like a blade through butter. All thanks to you, I hear. Didn't think we'd make it without the old Hell Rider to lead us. But you did a damn fine job. If I had coin, I wouldn't be traveling overland through a cursed war zone. I hope not. Good hearts deserve long lives. I'm going to scavenge what supplies I can to make sure my people are fed on the road. Hopefully, we'll see you again in the city.
Hounds.
There. Did they disappear? Whatever. Okay. We need to fucking go to camp or we're so hurt. Oh, great. Oh wait, no. I thought this was Wolbrin. Is Wolbrin here? He is.
I owe you an apology.
Yeah, you do.
Barkus and I are another matter. I'm dealing with you right now.
Shut up.
I saw you as a means to escape, nothing more. But when the sky lit up, when I followed it here, I knew you were behind it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
I apologize for not seeing your true worth, and for being, quite frankly, rude in Last Light. Tough, but fair. And that's precisely why I want you by my side in Baldur's Gate. The Iron Hand gnomes are going to save the city, and you can be part of it.
I have higher on this. Damn it, I meant to add a bonus. Whatever, I got it anyways.
The plan is what it's always been. To bring the work and innovations of the Iron Hand gnomes to every corner of the realm. Problem is, Baldur's Gate is sick. Once the pinnacle of greatness, it's eating itself alive to save itself from starving. Find me in the city. And once you see what it's become, you'll know that I, and I alone, can stop it.
Nah.
And clearly you're gonna stop it, yeah. I don't believe that.
Come here, Barkins. Bark.
There you are.
Yeah.
I was wondering where the devil you'd been. That sounds slimy. Never mind your distasteful predilections. We need to talk about Wulbren. You'll what? Tie me to a windmill? Enslave me in the Underdark? Smack me upside the head? I assure you,
was joking.
circumstance has beaten you to it. Ugh. But it doesn't do to remain smackhead. We fall, we moan, and we rise to annoy our enemies once more. Wulbren and the Iron Hand Gnomes are planning something dreadful in the city. They have room powder, they have motive. We have to stop them. Because they're a gaggle of vindictive crybabies with no sense of propriety. That is to say, they gabbed about their plans like a geese. I overheard them. Like a very devious goose. I'll not deny he wounded me. I cared for Wulbren. Care for him, really. But he's acting like a true idiot. It isn't the first time, and I'm sure it won't be the last. But I won't let him hurt anyone. Or himself. Knowing when to ask for help is a sign of wisdom, not weakness. You helped me in this god's awful quagmire. When we're back in the city, I'll be fully in my element once more. To saving the city. And my fool of a friend. Curse this heart of mine.
Alright. We need to get to camp. But first I'm gonna go outside. Hello?
We leave the heart of the Absolute.
We got a lot of allies.
Thanks to you. You did well to defeat Ketheric. But Ketheric was only the first to fall. There are many more battles ahead, and they will not be so easily won. You have the makings of a leader. Your actions have already inspired those around you. Jaheira's wisdom will be an asset to you on the journey ahead. Her Harper's too. Halsin's strength and loyalty will bolster you in times of need. But if we are to succeed, we will need others. Even if the buildings are demolished, there are always survivors. There are always those who will fight. Baldur's Gate may not know it yet, but its fate is bound to ours. Seek on its streets those whose purpose aligns with our own, and invite them to our cause. Together, we will put an end to the Absolute, the Chosen, all.
It hasn't been that
Seems like
The
forever.
road to Baldur's Gate is west of the town. If we hurry, we'll arrive before the Absolute's forces.
We need to sleep though. Look at our health.
Yeah, we might be a
So
little
the shadow curse
iffy.
is lift. It doesn't look lifted to me. Does this
Yeah,
look lifted
this
to you?
looks, here.
Let's just go to
so-
camp. Let's go to camp. Let's go to camp. Let's go to camp. Oh, Rudy. Oh my god. I fucking forgot to clip back.
I never saw myself as a banisher of shadows. lurker in, historically.
I think we've done rather a good thing here. A welcome change to gift this land a sliver of hope amongst so much despair.
The shadows are losing their grip on these lands. Shah can indeed be thwarted. Comfort, you wanted something? I'm sorry.
Karlak!
You saw Gortash, didn't you? What the fuck was he doing down there? Is all of this because of him? The tadpole? The Absolute? How? I'd never have protected a Bainite even a decade ago. I looked after that fucker with my life. I trusted him. He gave me away to Zariel without a second thought. And now he's looking to ruin the entire Sword Coast. He has to die. And I'm gonna be the one who kills him. He can't get away with what he's done. To me. To us. He won't get away with it.
Okay.
Wish we could stay and see what this place will be like without the shadows. I bet it's beautiful.
He got his claws into me early. I was a wild kid, brawling my way through the city. One of my mates got wind of a bit of work guarding some indoorsy type with lots of enemies. Seemed like easy money, so I went in for it. He took one look at me and said I was perfect. I like that. Not like that, you know. Just... it felt like a good fit. I kept him safe and he paid me well. Well enough to move into a better neighborhood and put something away for the future. My future. I respected him, trusted him. And he returned that trust, that respect. His life was in my hands, and I took that seriously. The whole thing with Zariel happened so fast. I had no idea what had gone down until it was over. One minute I was in Baldur's Gate, a happy, healthy, not quite kid. The next, I was burning up in Avernus with an engine for a heart. Zariel laughed. Said she paid him well for my services. She'd wanted to test her new machine, and he said I'd be able to handle it. He was right. Sometimes I wish he weren't. Evil, evil bastard.
And Will's got stuff to say. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not quite, actually. I'm just gonna put back in and make more space.
With that parasite in his brain, Father could wreak untold havoc in the Absolute's name. Should Baldur's Gate fall to the Absolute, every one of the coast cities will be ripe for the plucking. We're not just fighting for our cure. We're fighting for my father. We're fighting for the Gate. We're fighting for all of Faerun. Worm's Rock Fortress. All travelers to Baldur's Gate flow through it. It serves as headquarters for the Flaming Fist and their commander, my father. The Absolute's army's on the march. Gods forbid a tadpole Grand Duke throw open the gates for them. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know. Or know of, more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like. Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? As would I, and more. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the cult of the dragon made its move.
God damn it.
A religion devoted to conjuring the most evil of goddesses, the dragon Tiamat. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill, the Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 greyed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. He returned to an unsuspecting city and a wayward son with a smirking devil at his side. I tried to tell him the truth, but my mouth couldn't form the words. I'd led him to the battlefield, but Mizora had swept it clean. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away. After, he said only one word: go. So I did. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie. I understand. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst, and Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. resentment is a poison on one's heart, the only way to avoid damage is to pour it out. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Okay, Double. Clip back and make sure you have space before we do anything else.
Yeah.
Ketherick is dead.
I've got a long road ahead.
Nathaniel rests well. He's healing very rapidly, now that Oliver has returned to him. I knew I could put my faith in you. If only we had met sooner. I can't say for certain, but we'll see it come to pass long before this place recedes behind us. Don't worry. All is at hand. We can depart whenever you're ready. No more than my right hand can absorb my left. Oliver is helping Thaniel to recover. They both lie dormant, like trees awaiting spring. Once the curse is lifted, they can stand as one or as a pair. Whatever they wish. I hope they will remain as a pair. It will be good for them both to have a friend, once I'm gone. Still, I would like to return here someday. See Thaniel and Oliver again. In my meditations, or perhaps in person, if the Oak Father wills it. I hope he does. I have. But perhaps there is more that I want. Anyway, once the curse is lifted, nature can take its course without me. I belong at your side. Not what. Who.
Whoa, Elton! Whoa, Elton! What is happening? I didn't even try to rinse this man, help!
You haven't tried rinsing up anybody in the camp, but you've done it to absolutely everybody.
It's accidental, I swear! Okay.
The curse is broken and the shadows are lifting. In time, these
Okay, we only got to talk to three last people, but these two are a pair. Just Minthara, and we can check off Daniel and Oliver too, but...
I, for one, will miss the Shadow Curse. For all the pain it caused us, it did at least obscure the incessant sun.
I take no pleasure in his passing. Whatever faults he may have had, Ketherick was a great leader. Life was crueler to him than death. It is no great wonder that he found his strength in Merkel. I believe he was an honorable man, but the gods used him as their plaything. First, Shah and her sister, then the three behind the Absolute. I sympathize. It is a sharp mind that feels sympathy for one who suffers unnecessarily, not a soft heart. I saw strength in Ketherick that had been diluted by pain, but I will never forgive him for handing me to Orin. For that, I hope Merkel hollows out his bones and lets them be dust. A true soul came to my city preaching a message of togetherness, accompanied by 2 novices. Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. I killed them and hanged their bodies in my garden. I would have picked prettier corpses if my intentions had been aesthetic. This was a warning against heresy. I was not content with the warning, though. I intended to wage war on their insolent god and the rest of its followers. Even as the flesh sagged and sloughed away from their eyeless skulls, their audacity infuriated me. I had to know where they came from. And whoever sent them was counting on my curiosity overcoming my caution. Yes. All it took was a simple act of necromancy, and the corpses told me where I needed to strike. Moonrise Towers. Despite Ketheric's best efforts, so are we. And we shall outlast the immortal general and his tower. But he had the upper hand when we first met. I was arrogant enough to believe I had the better of him. As it turned out, to my shame, I was defeated without even drawing my weapon. I came to Moonrise with a retinue of warriors and assassins, the best House Bainray had to offer. I expected a battle, but found a fully laden feast table and a welcome befitting a house matron. Ketheric expected us, expected me, and I fell for his flattery. Perhaps I deserved what came after the welcome as well. Ketheric proposed an alliance between Moonrise and Menzoberranzan. I admit I was captivated by him. He invited me to the head of his table as his guest of honor. I was wary, of course. If I had been in his position, the food would have been poisoned. It was not the food I should have been wary of. It was the pale woman at the foot of the table. Orin the Red. We had barely begun to eat when she spoke for the first time. I only caught one word, my name. Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table, a dagger in each hand, and skipped toward me, slicing the throats out of my men as she passed them. Few things frighten me. Orin is one of them. Ketheric held me still.
Oh, why is the dialogue
His
a little
hand on my shoulder, the grip tight enough to crack the bone. When Orin stood before me, she touched the dagger to my eye, drawing out a tear of blood. I want this one, she said. Ketheric nodded his permission, and I was taken below. You've seen the horrors of the colony. Orin kept me there for days. She forced me to watch as my men were processed. Some for food, others as thralls. And then she placed the tadpole in my eye herself. That is certain. You know the rest as well as I do. There were massacres before the Grove. Religious communities mostly. Those who refused to convert. Then there was you, and now there is freedom. Soon there will be vengeance.
Okay, and then we just got these two to talk to. And then that's it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? You sound like my father. But it was more than that. This was no mere attraction. It was love. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak, could only run. I found last light within the shadows, made a shelter there, prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land, my home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them, and myself, no matter what. It's all out in the open now, and with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing, rest. I'm grateful for your help, your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long, but I'm grateful for a safe place to, well, just to be.
Okay, Jesus.
Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One.
We are a powerful party indeed.
Faerun itself trembles at our touch.
My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help. Pray, ask, and I will tell.
Ketheric Thorn, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorn never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour, we each of us mourned bitterly. But Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief. And she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature. And Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute is dead, and we live! Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb.
Okay.
Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
Okay. Now we can sleep! Finally! God, I got a word soup from everyone!
As usual, thank you for watching this usual film from Roxanne. You can either go to the description of this video on my channel page or on the end card that should be appearing right about now. Thank you for watching Fun Horror Channel. Go to any three of those. Goodbye.